What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be going over how I think Zoom could return later in the Flash Season 8. Now, I did somewhat already do this video a little while ago, but I have some more ideas that I'd like to add to this. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So obviously you got to throw out the possibility of time travel being the reason for Zoom returning. Obviously we know that there's already going to be some time travel this season starting in episode 6, so who knows, there could be a lot more time travel this season that we don't know about. So yeah, I think that's definitely one of the more likely options, at least. Now, this next theory here, I think I've gone over multiple times in previous videos. However, I just need to go over it again because I think it would just be so awesome if they somehow made this happen. Okay, so basically, Zoom was basically killed. He eventually turned into the Black Flash and then was eventually killed on Legends of Tomorrow. All that happened before Crisis on Infinite Earths. And obviously, Zoom was from Earth 2. So how exactly could that work? Because now Earth 2 is completely different. So you'd have to assume that Zoom would no longer be from Earth 2. So was he from Earth Prime? Was he somehow still from Earth 2? What could be going on there? So yeah, what I think could happen is they could end up saying, oh yeah, that Zoom was, from Earth 2 still, because, maybe it still happened in the past and Barry and Team Flash are still able to, remember that original timeline. However, what if now they say that because of Crisis on Infinite Earths, if you guys remember Earth 1 Hunter Zolomon back in Season 2, he was just a normal, regular guy. So I think maybe they could say that Crisis on Infinite Earths made him still be alive on Earth Prime, and then maybe that version of Hunter Zolomon could end up becoming Zoom somehow. I think that would be a perfect storyline to see. I think that would be so cool. But yeah, another version of Zoom I think would definitely work on the show. And this time I think if they end up bringing Kid Flash back as well, I know there was a recent teaser in regards to Kid Flash possibly returning. In the comics, Zoom is actually more of a Kid Flash villain than he is a Flash villain. So I think if they have a little bit of conflict between Kid Flash and Zoom, I think that would be great to see as well. Now, another way that I think Zoom could return is because of the Reverse Flash. They could end up having Reverse Flash escape prison and then creating this Legion of Zoom storyline that has actually been, teased recently. Now, basically, this Legion of Zoom storyline in the comics, Reverse Flash is often called Professor Zoom, if you guys weren't aware of that. So they could end up saying, if they wanted to keep the Zoom name, the Legion of Zoom name, they could actually have Zoom return, which I think would be great. And now how he could return, if you guys don't know what the Legion of Zoom is basically where Reverse Flash recruits a bunch of classic Flash villains to go against the Flash. I think he could end up recruiting Zoom. He could end up time traveling and recruiting Zoom, pulling him from the timeline. I think that would be really cool. That would also definitely give us a chance to, see what happened in this post-crisis timeline with Zoom. Obviously, I explained that earlier, that Zoom is, from Earth 2, so how exactly could that work now in this post-crisis timeline? I think that would be a great opportunity to explain that. And yeah, the actor that played Zoom even said that, he was like, he posted on Instagram, he was like, who would want to see Zoom return for Season 8? And obviously, all of us would like to see Zoom return for Season 8. But yeah, what I'd like to see the most with Zoom returning is if they somehow end up saying that Earth 1 Hunter Zolomon from Season 2 is still alive on Earth Prime in the post-crisis timeline. I feel like that would just be so cool because then they have another opportunity to bring in some more comic book storylines with Zoom. Like I mentioned before with Wally West, Kid Flash, I think seeing all of that would be so cool. And yeah, something else I'd like to see is like a Zoom and Reverse Flash like team up, or maybe like a Zoom and Godspeed team up or something like that. Obviously, they could end up doing that if they end up doing the Legion of Zoom storyline and bring back Zoom. But yeah, Speedster villains teaming up is always so cool to see. And if we do get Zoom's return, they could even do something as simple as, Crisis on Infinite Earths made it so that he's alive again. I think that's definitely possible. I don't know why he would just be, hiding out ever since Crisis on Infinite Earths, but I think that would be so cool if they just said that, he's alive again. That would be a cool storyline, or just, that would be really surprising, and I'd like to see that on the show. Obviously there's been tons of characters that were brought back by Crisis on Infinite Earths, like all the Arrow characters like Moira Queen, and all the characters that have been killed off, Quentin Lance. So yeah, if they somehow made it so Zoom would return as well, I think that would be so cool, because Team Flash is still figuring out about all the changes from Crisis on Infinite Earths, and eventually they're going to find out about the multiverse still existing. So yeah, if they do something like that here with Zoom, I would really like to see that as well. But yeah, I'm assuming all of us would like to see Zoom return sometime in the Flash Season 8. So make sure you guys comment down below how you'd like to see him return and why you'd like to see him return. Like, what kind of storyline would he have? So yeah, make sure you guys comment all of that down below, and I'll see you in the next video.